Hello and welcome to a very special bonus episode of Newsbag. Today is Halloween and we have for you 3 very spooky stories.
Very spooky stories.
Mine's just a little bit odd, but yes, I will say it's spooky.
Mine is like the least scary thing I've ever read.
Mine's actually quite scary. I've really gone with the theme.
Mine's actually got a cuddly toy in it.
I think I'll go last then. So I should say that we've got these stories from Weird Norfolk. I think it's basically part of the EDP, but they specialise. I feel like I'm going to do this strange voice for the whole episode.
It's a bit more spooky.
Weird Norfolk is a cabinet of curiosities containing forgotten folklore, spooky stories, and interesting and odd places to visit in the beautiful county of Norfolk.
Welcome to Newsbag.
Who wants to take us away first?
Why not get us in the mood? Has paranormal activity been caught on camera in Norfolk Cafe?
I hope so, for the sake of this podcast.
Gotta be a quick one if not.
Question answers itself. Ghost hunters believe they may have caught paranormal activity on camera
The actual ghost hunters.
in a Norfolk
that's the
Cafe.
Ghostbusters.
Doing the spooky headline, don't make it less spooky when talking over it. I'm struggling as it is to make it
I was
scary.
thinking of the Ghostbusters.
After an ornament inexplicably fell from a shelf. This was this month. A video posted by the Ghosted UK Facebook group shows a rubber Rupert bear falling from a wooden shelf it had safely stood on for the last 3 months.
OMG.
Members were left shocked by the incident, which took place as they explored Darling's cat lounge. Least scary thing.
They missed
In Great Yarmouth last week.
a trick there, haven't they? Should have said paranormal captivity.
Oh,
That was so good.
So,
Is this story basically that something just fell off a shelf?
I think so.
could it have been a cat?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I mean, we'd have
That's what
to.
it was then.
Member of the group Tim Johnson claimed the incident wasn't the only sign there could be paranormal activity in the cafe.
What?
What were the other signs, Jim?
We heard a couple of voices and a few other things happened which weren't normal. He's not said any more about those things though.
You said there were information on these
A couple of
things.
people were chatting and I wasn't sure who it was.
I don't have a clue what caused the ornament to fall. The owner said, "It's clear to me the bear didn't just fall. The following day, my cats were acting strange in the cafe, which made me a bit more suspicious."
So basically a cat knocked a Rupert bear off the shelf.
There was a video with this, and it just showed a group of people, and then they just all turned their heads at the same time. Presumably
Yeah, 'cause
that's...
it fell off.
Yeah. We'll save Hannah's till last then. Jamie, what's yours?
Mine is why the strange stones with holes in could protect you from witches.
What's the traditional therapy for witches? Because garlic is vampires. What's the witch one?
Drowning them.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it?
murder.
Oh, so
Yeah.
would that be why?
If they survive, they're a witch. If they don't,
That's it. Yeah, that's the test, isn't it?
So is that what these little stones have holes in are for?
no, it's to stop them from getting anywhere near you, basically.
Okay.
They are the Pebble Hunter's Holy Grail, in case you're wondering.
I was.
The all-seeing eyes that protect us from nightmares and witches. So one I feel is quite specific, witches. One could be anything, nightmares.
So they protect you from any nightmares, just wear it in bed.
All sorts of places, and we will get onto that, don't you worry.
Hannah wears some pretty scary stuff in bed.
Let's not talk about bed routines, Chris,
Okay.
because milk, that's all I'll say. Witch stones, hag stones, hex stones, yeah? Adder stones, snake eggs, fairy stones, eye stones, holy stones, or holy stones.
Is this the 12 days of Christmas?
You can use any of them stones.
Whatever you call them. That's literally what the next thing it says. Whatever you call them. Small stones with holes all the way through them have captured the imagination of us all for countless centuries. Because we're all still talking about it.
Yeah, I talk
Yeah.
about it regularly.
I never shut up about witches and stones.
So these basically are a porthole, for you Harry Potter fans,
I didn't get the reference to
to
it.
a fairy dimension.
Ooh.
Protection from witches and nightmares, potent fertility symbols, a solid way to treat ailments. So this can do literally everything now.
This is the magic bullet.
A method of preventing livestock being bewitched. Insurance against storms at sea. A snake repellent. Witch stones are credited with a huge range of powers.
So I feel that these just stones that could do anything. They've made about specifically witches.
Magic
I'm
stones. And we all
confused.
know with magic can make anything happen.
So they can like hold doors open, keep paper from blowing away.
Yeah.
So specifically in Norfolk, farmers would hang a witch stone outside barns to protect livestock, in particular cows, whose milk was protected against turning sour by the magical stone. So it does that as well.
Wow, they can do anything.
Yeah.
I think we need to find some of these, put them in the fridge.
Can we get them?
Milk never goes off.
Get on Amazon.
Can they get us some listeners?
What would you type in there? 'Cause they're not that magic.
It is said that for a stone to have any power whatsoever, so in answer to your Amazon,
Yep.
it must be found by the person who intends to use it and
so
not
we'll go
given
for a
to
walk.
them or bought. Although true believers insist that people don't find stones, stones find people. So,
On that note,
I'm not going to read the rest of it. I'm just going to read the last interesting fact. Removing stones from beaches is illegal under the Coast Protection Act 1949.
I bet
That's
so
the
many
scariest
people
bit
were
for
out,
me,
yeah.
that people are nicking stones off beaches.
Happy
The
Halloween.
scariest bit for me is I was going to do it, but that's made me not want to do it because I don't want to get caught. But yeah.
But if you then get one, you can by all means use that stone to stop people from arresting you, because these stones can do anything.
Please find stones responsibly.
So I feel like actually I thought we were actually finding scary stories.
What was not scary
It's
about
going to
mine?
end. I mean, both of your stories. They're pretty scary, but when I read my headline, I think you're going to see what I meant.
Chris's people heard some voices.
4 people turned their head.
The little girl in a crooked house in Norwich who ate her parents.
Not up for that.
Wow. Okay.
Not up for that.
Okay, let's just cut this here.
Yeah.
This is not what I signed up
I
for.
got into the theme.
And it's gone.
You've gone way too into the theme.
She's been seen in the streets, houses, and churches of Tombland, a grey lady who glides through walls and hides a terrible secret. When she was locked into a room with her plague victim parents, she ate their flesh to stay alive and met her end, choking on their flesh.
I've got to leave after this and walk in the dark.
It's a very long story, but basically they lived in Norwich in 1540s.
Yeah.
When the plague was about,
Not a
so
current story like I was saying.
Mine was from last month.
there was no rules on a time. I was taking a step back in the past today. So I lived in Norwich, somewhere, Tombland, not far on my watch back. Everyone had the plague, really ill. I'm paraphrasing. People went in to try and find what happened to the people that had been had the plague. Got to this house, a crooked little house, and in one room, 2 bodies of adults were found. So they thought that maybe they just died of the plague. But when they looked closer, they had teeth marks and bite marks all over them. And the child in question at the house had not been consumed by the plague, but rather had choked to death on the flesh of her own parents. So that was the past. That
Okay,
goes on for about 6 more pages.
I mean, they've had 500 years to get over it.
Yeah. But apparently now there's been sightings still to this day of the ghost of the Grey Lady in Tombland who ate her parents.
So if this is on Tombland, I imagine this will be at night time because that's when ghosts come out. That's the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been on Tombland at like 2 a.m? There's a lot of people that are horrendously drunk.
They look
eating
like
kebabs.
And they look like people.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, the last sentence. Until then, don't know what the then is. Late revellers, those revellers you're talking about, who take a shortcut home through Tombland Alley, should be beware. Should be beware.
They should be beware.
Be beware.
Should beware. Weird Norfolk.
So remember, listeners, be beware. And for now, our news bag is empty.